This is my Monday morning Giants rant. Went to the game last night. I was just taking the garbage back in from the curb, and I'm like, how could it get worse than this? 0-3, just another season. Looks like it's already lost. You know what? I went to the game last night in person, got back late. I haven't watched any of the highlights. Don't really know. I need to do my normal full breakdown, but what I want to dive into is just the coaching. The coaching is so piss poor. Like, just watching it in person, they run the same game plan, the same plays that they ran week 1, week 2. Then you see it again. They do this stupid dart package, which makes no sense at the NFL level, having a gimmicky, setup. And there just seems to be no game plan, right? They run the exact same plays that they ran against the Cowboys when you're playing a backup secondary. It looks good. It could work, right? When you play against Steve Spagnuolo's Kansas City Chiefs, they're coached up. And you saw them. They take away Neighbors. They take away Wandell. They take away pretty much everyone except the check sounds out of the backfield to Scatabo and inside runs of Scatabo. So, I'm trying to think from a game calling perspective, any sort of adjustments mid-game, how do you get other people involved? They tried to go to Slayton a little bit, but clearly he's not a wide receiver 2 that could stretch the field or really do anything. The wide receiver room was kind of a joke going into the season outside of Neighbors. And now you're really, truly, when you take Neighbors out of this game, because now it's on tape and every other team's going to be able to do it. When you take him out of this game, no one else could really do anything. And, what are you going to do? Get checked down to death by Scatabo and occasionally a good run from him? There's just no game planning. There's no adjustments. Yeah, I don't know. Russell Wilson, he had to have looked way worse on TV than he actually looked in person, because people were calling for his head in the crowd. The boo birds were out. Every single time Dart would even come on the field screaming, he'd come off, Russell come back on booing. It's just so dysfunctional how they got to this point already, when all offseason they were preaching the culture change. All of these things changed, new players. And you know what? It all looks the same. It all looks bad. And I don't want to hear from all of these ex-Giants legends that are like, this is a different team. This is a different locker room. Even Brian Burns, who I think has been a great leader and worth every penny that he's been paid so far, which is hard to say about a guy getting $29 million a season, but he has been worth it. Even he's saying this feels different. You know what, though? To everyone watching this and outside of your locker room, it doesn't. It looks the same. It looks like you're 0-3, staring down the barrel of another wasted season. I mean, let's just talk about Graham Gano for a second. This is the second straight year where Graham Gano hurts himself in the beginning of the game. That is on the coaches. That's on Joe Shane. Of course, an NFL player is going to say, hey, I can go. Because he's getting paid, and they all have egos. They want to play. But to not be like, hey, do the right thing by him and say, hey, if you're hurt or you're dinged up, you can't play, because you know what we need to beat the fucking Chiefs is a kicker. Or any team. Jesus. That's on the coaches. That's on the coaches. It's on the front office. I don't blame Graham Gano for thinking he could go. It's not on him. And this is the second year that's happened. Where it lost a couple games last year. That's fireable to me. I thought it was fireable last year. This is worse. This is way worse. Because this is a game that last night, when I was watching it, I didn't think the defense was really all that bad in stopping Mahomes. Except you knew before, when they fucked up, before halftime, Mahomes was going to do something to go the other way. And then he does that little, you go over there, chuck it to the middle of the field, pass interference, and you get a 60-yard moving of the chains. Same old Giants. I don't know. I'm going to do a much longer video about this later today, but I'm just walking around getting some stuff done early first thing, and I was just I don't even know if I sound good. My voice sounds crazy, but the stadium, people feel depleted, man. I was being there last night. It was just quiet. I don't really know how to describe it. It's really just dark days for the Giants team. But you know what would make it a lot brighter? Just throwing in number 6 and seeing what he could do. That's all I got. Have a good start to your week, y'all.